It'll work better this way. I am sitting at a rest stop in Illinois, and it's interesting to see the differences between the states. I mean, they didn't change, the scenery didn't change that much when I passed from Missouri into Illinois, but the roads were atrocious. I mean, as soon as you got into Illinois, it was bad. They just, boom. It was like potholes, and the roads just really, really bad. But anyway, so as I said, I'm just sitting here I'm on my way up to visit a friend in Indiana. So I've got probably another 5-6 hours of driving. But it was interesting too, because there were a couple of different things that I noticed. The scenery didn't change so much, but when I passed into Illinois, the feeling was different, and I don't know exactly how to explain that, but it felt different. It felt, by comparison, Missouri felt friendly. And Illinois just is completely indifferent and maybe possibly inimical, but at the very least, indifferent. I also noticed that in Missouri, the gas prices were $3.10, anywhere between $3 and $3.10, generally in the $3.05 to $3.09 range, and I should have gotten gas I'm down to half of a tank, but I should have gotten gas there. But I did not expect to cross the border and get an immediate 30 to 50 cent jump in gas prices. So I am not, and I'm seeing masks again, which is interesting, but I am not going to stop for gas here if I can help it. I've got a gas can in the back of the car, so hopefully that will be enough to get me through Illinois, and then hopefully the next state will have more reasonable gas prices. I am just sorry, I have Cheetos in my teeth. I am, like I said, I'm visiting a friend in Indiana. I just spent 2 weeks with my sister. But it's interesting to, I think, and I may be wrong, but I think I would probably know that I had passed into another state just because of the feelings, the difference in feeling. Some states, everyone will be going over the speed limit. Some states, everyone will be going under the speed limit. Some states, I feel like I'm the speed demon and I'm going the speed limit, right? So, lots of different things. I talked to a gentleman at a convenience store. I got some gas and went in and got my Cheetos. But it was interesting because the people at the desk were not meeting my eyes. And I'm not sure why, but they wouldn't meet my eyes. And the gentleman that helped me seemed very surprised when I said thank you. So, just the differences, and whether that's just because I was from out of state, or if there was something else going on, I don't know, but they seemed very, very surprised when I was actually polite. That was in Missouri. And so I think that there are a lot of things that I'm going to investigate and look at on the way back. It's kind of awkward because my sisters are keeping track of me. Okay, right. Good, thanks. I appreciate that. I really do. I appreciate them keeping track of me and making sure that I'm safe. But it puts some constraints on my movements because they expect me to be at a certain place at a certain time, and they expect me to be reporting back to them. So it makes a difference as far as how I travel. I am going to head into this rest stop and use the bathroom, and I will be back probably when I pass out of Illinois. Well, when I pass out, right. That would be entertaining for the bystanders. So I'm going to, I'm down to half. So I'm thinking that I should probably fill up the tank now, use the gas can that I have in the back and fill up the tank now. Hopefully the next state will have more reasonable gas prices. But I keep looking around and thinking, okay, what would I do with that property? What would I do with that property? And there's so many trees. It's just completely different from my home. There's so many trees. Any property that was available would probably have to be logged just because there's no room to move. You know, there's plants, there's trees, there's grass. Everything is just growing. So I think I'll just, keep an eye out. But Missouri, in an odd way, felt not precisely coming home, although maybe sometime in the future, but it felt more friendly than most of the other states that I've passed through. I will talk with you later.